All right, everybody. It is the holiday gift giving season. And if you have a comic book fan or comic book creator in your life, you're going to want to know what to get them for this holiday season. We at Comic Book School and our special guests, Jake Z something or other, are going to give you some wonderful ideas that you can go out and get. There's still plenty of time for you to go out and get some brand new gifts. And we're going to give you some great comic book school ideas. So, all right. So here we go. We're going to give some fresh ideas. And Jake, you can just chime in anytime you want. This is
right.
And Mike doesn't know what only I know all the gifts that are on
my dogs are going to be barking. So
your dog. Can't believe you still have those dogs. Okay. First thing you should do if you're not sure if you have a comic book fan in your life, but you know that they're collectors, go to comicshoplocator.com. You can put in your zip code and you can find a comic shop in your area. The best place to go is your local comic shop because you can tell them about the comic fan in your life. A lot of them have apparel, action figures, and many, many things that will be special to them, especially if they already shop at that store. The best place to go is the local comic shop. What do you guys think?
I think that's good.
I'm at Now or Never Comics, San Diego, downtown. That's right.
All right, and Jake's got a pull list, so don't. And Mike.
Intro doesn't feel the same without Mike doing the Aussie accent. There you go.
All right, here we go. So we're going to start with for the creator in your life. We don't have any skin in the game. Neither of us are artists, or none of the three. I'm assuming you're not an artist, Jake, right?
No, just writer.
We're with Jake Z. I can't even pronounce your name. Who's the author of the interviews, Conversations with McFarlane book, which everybody should run out and buy. So comic art boards, Blue Line Pro, Blue Line Art, different websites, basically the same type of product. You may want to just sneak a look and see what your comic artist uses. They're usually tagged there in blue. If not, you can just go on those websites and order comic art boards. They may be the same manufacturer. I don't know, but they're expensive and comic artists always need them.
Good choice.
Good choice. So our sponsor is Marvel Uchida. We don't take any money from them. All we do is get free pens, and then when we go to comic conventions, we hand them out for free. So that's as far as the sponsorship goes. But we do believe in their product. The reason we bring them with us is because they have really high quality products. Some of the people who are actually in the audience today use the markers like this. The drawing pens are wonderful, and they're expensive. And it's great to have extras. And the example here is they'll have either all of one size or different sizes together. Marvel Uchida. There you go. Redheaded Ed gets them for free every year. Also, every year, Redheaded Ed is one of the people that recommended that I get these. Artists love getting grayscale markers. These are permanent markers. They're really great alcohol-based. They're permanent. You can draw over them, but the artists who are doing those sketches in Artist Alley love to use these. So grayscale this year at New York Comic Con, when we walked around, they were perhaps the most popular. Feel free to jump in at any point, Mike.
I was going to say, if I knew how to draw, I would use Marvel Uchida.
I believe your talented wife has some of these markers, correct? We can't say her name, but we do know she is an artist.
Yes, she has done some art.
Very good. Jake, are you or anybody in your family artists?
Yeah, my niece is. About a couple of years, I'm going to get her this stuff.
All right, well.
Aspiring comic artist.
Feel free to get it tonight if you need to. Again, they sponsor us in as much as they give us free product to give out to people. There's no money exchanged. So in full transparency, I love the markers, but I just basically give them out. I don't really do anything with them. But these are, this is the color swatches. I have 144 set. I can sign your copies of Deadpool.
Yes,
That
you
is
should.
correct.
You should,
Actually,
you should
these
definitely
markers
send
don't
them, Andrew,
sign
so we
well.
can sign them.
Yeah, you got to actually use paint pens to sign comics. Jake, what are you going to use when people come up and they want autographs?
I like using these gel pens, these
Gel pens are good.
pilot ones. Yeah.
You're going to have to up your game.
I guess so.
But nice guys and their pens and markers are great. They certainly are great. But for people like Redheaded Ed and your niece, Jake, and your unnamed wife, Mike, lots of different options. So you can get all of these in sets, like in verticals, like they come in these vertical sets, or you can buy a big box, depending on how much you like the person.
See, this is not something that I would have thought they had available, because I guess I never thought about it. But
They never thought about it.
All those colors and numbers and things.
I have one of these. This is my own Kindle Scribe. I bought one of these. It is an amazing device. You can write, you can draw, you can highlight books, and you can use it like a regular Kindle. It is quite large, as you can see from the size of mine. It's bigger than the average Kindle, not quite the same aspect ratio of an iPad. It uses their e-ink technology, and the pen writing on the screen is marvelous. It really feels like you're writing on paper.
And you find that better than actually writing on paper?
I find it better than writing on paper because I only now have one item to keep track of. And then it will transcribe my notes using AI, and I can send them to myself.
And what about smearing? Like smearing on the...
You have an eraser?
I mean like the oil is on your hand smearing on the screen.
No, it basically the way you do it is you've got this pen and then you write on it, but your hand doesn't write. It just only the tip of the pen writes.
Okay.
It is an amazing device for productivity. It's great for reading books. I've actually stopped using my mini Kindle except for when I'm going out, by the way, the Kindles are waterproof. You can take them in the pool.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. So I do go in the pool with, this is not fully waterproof. Jake, this is an amazing way to read your book, I believe.
Yeah, it is. It's available. It's an ebook too.
It's available as an ebook. So anyway, I love this thing. I paid full freight for it, so Amazon's going to make some money, but I can say that it is really good. Mike, you love this product. We had them on the show once, and then you had them on the show a second time. You want to talk a little bit about what this is?
I did. I love this thing. It's basically, it gives you the start to writing, a book or a comic or whatever it is. And you build the world by just flipping over cards, and, it sets up where you are, if you're in the desert or if you're in the ocean or if you're an island, whatever. And you just keep playing off of that to build out an entire world. And once you get the world built, you can then do it for characters. And it gives you, just say like a hunter or a mafia man. And you can just keep adding to those character pieces to build out your character, which is great. It's so much better than actually thinking about it because it's right there for you.
It was, we got it again. Once again, we show this. There was no money exchange. They're not sponsoring us. They just sent us the deck of cards. We played with it. It was fun. And then one night when I wasn't on the show, you had them come back and you played with the cards again, right?
Yeah. We built out a whole world, and we built out, a little bit of a character story.
Jake, what do you think of this? Have you ever considered writing fiction?
Oh, I write a lot of fiction. I write a lot more fiction than I do academic stuff. And this sounds like it would take a lot of the heavy lifting out of the way.
Yeah, because it's not that it's no thinking, but it's you flip over the card and you can just start from there. And if you don't like that card, you pick another one. It's just great.
Fun. Yeah, it's just, and what it does is it puts some randomness in it, and it forces your brain to think, and it challenges you to not go to your go-tos. So we both enjoyed it. It's a great holiday gift, right, Mike?
Yeah.
And then they have build-out packs. Like you can buy the core set, and you can buy build-out packs.
Oh yeah, and there's a bunch of them out there. Yeah,
and if you want to see the review of it, Jake, you can go look at the episode. We did 2 of the episodes. I should have taken the screenshot of the other one, but we did an in-depth exploration of this and played the game. We also used probably a good pickup. Yes, actually, it says right here, Game Masters. It's good for Game Masters as well. Blank stare. Agreed, 100%. Mike, we both used AutoCrit software and then did a show on September 24th with them. You want to talk about AutoCrit?
This was kind of something that also fascinated me, because you can take your story, whether you have just a few chapters or the entire book, throw it into AutoCrit, and it breaks everything down for you, analyzing the story, and it compares it to different writers, or if you just want to compare it to like a general fiction, and it gives you chapter breakdowns. It gives you, like, it also goes into how many words that you used, or if you use and a lot and a lot and all those things. It breaks everything down for you, so then you can go back and rewrite and revamp, and it's awesome just to play with, just to throw something in there, just to see what it does with it.
Yeah, what was amazing to me about it was it did a very good job of analyzing some scripts I had written. It is not built for comic book scripts, but I would not be surprised if going forward they added comic book scripts. It did a very good analysis. It did great analysis of dialogue and plot breakdown, and where you maybe want to focus your attention. It has interactive tools that you can do to analyze your story as you're developing. Jake, what do you think? Do you think you'd want to play with this?
Yeah, it seems like a workshop, but without 15 other people, because we don't always have 15 other people to look at our stuff. So you can use this.
Yeah, they say they have their own bespoke AI and their own large language learning model. And as Mike noted, you can compare yourself against Hemingway and certain authors that they have gotten permission from to analyze their novels. And it's very interesting to see how you compare against them. It turns out I'm better than Hemingway.
Well, we knew that to begin with.
I kind of look like Hemingway in his older days. All right. Art books. If one day I'm going to show my bookshelf, it is primarily art books and car books. I absolutely love art books. I was showing this beast, the art of McFarlane. Casada is one of my all-time favorites. Barry Windsor Smith, one of my all-time favorites. As a comic creator and comic book fan, you cannot go wrong with a great art book. Don't jump in all at once, guys.
Okay. I'm a little shocked that you have these, because as not an artist, like, I would never go buy an art book just because it's an art book. And I'd be like, I mean, looking at the pictures would be great, but I wouldn't really go, I'm going to flip through this again.
I'm going to show a gift that you did buy me, Mike, but I love art books. Jake, obviously,
I do too.
Some of the same art books.
Yeah, we have some of the same. I love those Tation books too that they do. I have a Jamie Hewlett. I have a H.R. Giger. I have a lot of those little smaller volumes.
Mm-hmm.
Those are great too.
Well, we're gonna take you down another journey. The artist edition books take scans of the original art. They find them from collectors all over the world, and to the best of their ability, they will scan the art. So if you're a fan of some era, as you can see, this era of Bronze Age comics is my sweet spot. I love these books. I've got several, but they've expanded the line. There are another. All right, maybe it's out of order, the slides, but these are an amazing gift. They're pretty expensive. They're about $100 each, but they're 11 by 17 full up art. You can see notes in the margin, tape marks, mock-ups. It's pretty amazing, and a great gift for collectors. Now, for our aspiring creators, the legendary How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way is probably one of the first art books every aspiring comic book artist gets, and they are taught by John Buscema. It is an amazing book. It's probably 50 years old, and everybody's got it on their shelf, including me. There is a book called Stanley's How to Write Comics. Another good book tells you how to write the Marvel way, how to work off of the plot, to collaborate with the artist. So while it had come out some 45 or so years after the How to Draw Comics the Marvel way, still a great companion book. You guys, have you ever seen these books, either of you?
I've seen them because you've had them on the show, but other than that,
Yeah, I had a how to draw back in the day.
Yeah, they had it on VHS and everything. Blank Stare. Still can't draw. No, I can't
Me neither.
draw either. Yeah. It's kind of a shame. I have the books.
oh,
Oh, Andrew.
himself how to draw.
Well, then, happy holidays, Andrew.
Crikey.
Let me give you some other books to consider. I guess these are out of order. Mike, this was something that you found.
Yes, I thought this was pretty neat. I mean, it's a good gift if you have friends who love the old creatures of night. You know, Dracula, Wolfman, Mummy. You know that they're just bookends that you can kind of put in your bookshelf, and the guy looks like he's peeking out. I thought that was just pretty neat, fun thing to do.
So, what are these? These must be pretty heavy weights. I think there was several different versions of it, but they're pretty heavy, right, Mike? So they're good to hold your book collection up, and they're perfect for your horror books.
Yeah, yep, it's pretty neat, and just to have them fun sitting on your shelf.
It's pretty expensive, isn't it? Though
it is, but if you have a big fan in your family or friends, why not?
That has everything. This is something new. Here we go. This is what I thought we were getting into. DC Comics came out with a series of books. I have every one of them. I've obviously learned nothing from them, but I do love them. They're wonderful. The top talent, it was Denny O'Neil on how to write comics, how to script. Amazing book. Klaus Janson on inking, True Authority. Chiarello and Klein on coloring and lettering. Again, you can't go wrong. We often say that if you want to really break into comics, the place to break in is coloring and lettering. Expensive unless you're a 3-time Emmy Award-winning writer. Correct. Nothing is expensive to you, Mike. And by the way, I do love your festive hat and jolly red sweater. What are you wearing there?
It's a cat.
It's a cat.
Bunch of lights.
Yes. And then Klaus Janson on penciling comics, a great addition to anybody's library who's learning how to draw, write, ink, color, or letter. Here's some more artist editions. So I was mostly showing you the Marvel stuff. They do indie books like Hellboy, random issue DC Legends. I'm a big Jack Kirby Commandy fan. So I love that. And for someone who loves Watchmen, and most people do, to see the artifact edition of all that original art is a real treat. Klaus Janson's claim to fame is I think a lot of things, but he worked closely with Frank Miller on his Daredevil run. I believe Janson was his first inker, but Janson is an accomplished penciler, but probably best known for his inks, but he is obviously a very accomplished penciler as well. But I don't know what his claim to fame is, to be totally honest. I always associate him with Frank Miller's Daredevil.
Me too.
Mike, you found this on the Amazon. Talk to me about what we're looking at here.
Is this the McFarlane stuff? Yeah, I figured since we were doing McFarlane stuff, it's just everything McFarlane. You can get blankets, you can get pillows, you can get throw rugs. It's just neat if you have like a big, comic book fan in your life, and you're like, hey, they would like a throw pillow on their bed of Miles Morales.
Yeah. So what was cool about what you found here, Mike, was I didn't realize this until I scrolled down. It is broken out by hero. So if someone in your life is a huge, Guardians fan or Captain Marvel fan, all of these items then are drilled down by the characters, and it is the official Marvel store. So all this stuff is official. And you can find it right there on Amazon. It's pretty amazing, actually, how much stuff is available. Like you said, the McFarlane stuff, but it's a complete Marvel store. And Jake, they're just going to suck Jake's credit card right out of it.
That's a huge throw blanket. That's 4x5. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty big.
A big Venom.
You can never go wrong with bags and boards. You're supposed to replace your bags and boards every couple of years. I buy whatever is available. I've used BCW. They make good products. Not endorsing any particular product, and no matter what, you can always use more comic boxes. Plus,
sometimes you have too many.
yeah. Plus, as a gift for people, you buy them yourself. You're probably going to buy the plain white boxes, but if you're buying them for a fan, there's always these fun ones. Again, you can get all this stuff at your local comic shop. Mike, you found this interesting 3D optical lamp. What is it?
Obviously, it's for someone who's a big Batman fan, but I just thought that if you clearly love Batman, why not have an entire lamp made out of what looks like a holographic image of his head? How cool would that be?
I actually really think it is pretty cool. It's pretty funny with the na 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 na. So I'm gonna break here real quick. I'm gonna show you, Mike. We forgot to show you. Mike sent me this as a gift recently. I have a saying in my house: there's no such thing as having too many Batmobiles, just not enough shelf space. So Mike found a Batmobile that I had never seen before and sent it to me. So it sits right here on my open laptop. So thank you, Mike. I love that.
Welcome.
Yes,
Welcome.
yes. Jake, feel free. I'll give you my PO box. You can send as many Batmobiles as you can find. Mike, you also called out the McFarlane website with
Yes,
the McFarlane
I had
toys. What did you like there?
I pretty much everything on here, I was like, that's very well done. I don't know if he designs everything. I would assume maybe he's got a hand in it, but everything on this site just looks great. It's it's broken down by his characters and all the toys that he's done over the years. And again, if you're a big comic fan, you can go to his site and probably find the character.
Yeah, his DC collection is just amazing. Now, Jake, were you able to justify buying some McFarlane action figures for your office because now you're the
McFarlane guy?
You're
Yeah,
the McFarlane guy.
Yeah, I did buy the original Spawn action figure, so that's pretty cool. But his stuff is like the perfect niche between statuette and toys. It's like hidden right in the middle.
Yeah, like this is more of a statue, and his prices, all things considered, are reasonable.
Yeah,
they're not overpriced. Some of the action figures that you see, some of those busts are just outrageously expensive. Upwards to $1,000. These are very reasonably priced, and there's so many things. It's hard to choose, but again, go to your local comic shop. That is probably one of the best places to go for those. As we know, I am a huge Mego fan, and Mego announced recently, Mike, that they got the license to do the Marvel figures. This is an early shot. I am told. I went to the Mego website. I did not see them. And of course, part of your career is owed specifically to the Mego figures, Mike. I'm sure you spent a lot of times with Mego figures.
Oh, yes. Many years.
Many years. Jake, are you more of a posing McFarlane figure type of person, or more of a Mego person?
I think more of the posing stuff. When I was younger, that's what I would go for. I remember a lot of Jim Lee X-Men figures in my childhood.
Yeah, I think it's a generational thing. Like this is of our generation, Mike. These Migos from the 70s, great stuff, so much. And there's one of my favorites. I have a Stan myself. But if you love those, you will also love Mezco Toys 1/12 scale action figures. This is a slightly smaller figure than the Mego, but they provide quite a lot of accessories, hands, heads, different types of items that go along with it, but they're pretty expensive. I think they're around $100 each. So they are a great holiday gift. And I will give you my address, Mike, and a list.
I got you that Batmobile.
You did get me that Batmobile. Still waiting for. No, well, Jake sent me a book. But Jake, it wasn't signed.
Oh, send it back. Send it back. I'll send it back.
Yeah, I'll send it back. Real quick, just as a side note, when I was at New York Comic Con, I was delighted to find the upcoming figures from the 112 set. And just, what does Andrew say, Mike?
He needs a second job to buy them, and then probably a second wife to let him keep them. Yeah, it happens.
Yes. So these are a few of my favorite things. The Batmobile looks great. I don't know if I've ever told you, I'm a huge fan of these characters. These are some of my favorite characters. The stories often don't hold up, but my memory of these characters is often better.
Yeah, you got to get the Conan one.
I really do have to get the Conan. It's a good Conan one, isn't it?
Yep.
It's not like those Conan from the animated series in the 80s that looked like they were cast out of the same mold as the pro wrestlers. Remember, they were pretty bad. So those are our gift ideas for comic creators and fans. I hope you guys found this to be full. If you like the show, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, guys, for getting together with us, and we will see you next week. Jake, thanks for sticking around for our holiday special. Happy holidays to everybody. We hope you get everything that you love. Good night, everybody.